All right, what's going on YouTube? As you know, I don't play this game very often for good reason. That I will not go into right at the second, but I don't really get a chance to play this game that often, but I am on a little Christmas siesta, so I might get some more gameplay in than I would usually get in on this game. I played a few matches today, a pretty good bit. So I played a pretty good bit, but I ran into this particular match. I'm Jorge Masvidal. You know what I do when I pick over here at welterweight. I'm pretty much always Jorge Masvidal. Fun fact, didn't know he was an A level fighter. I might need to find a new pick because I don't really like doing that. So I might have to find a new pick. I'm thinking about Jordan Meehan. He seems like he's similar to Jorge Masvidal in stats, to some of the stats that I'm more that I care about, I guess I can say. But as you can see, that's why I said this man might be the real Demian MAIA ever. He might be the realest Demian MAIA ever. Let me excuse my French. Let me fix that for you real quick there. Let me fix my lingo real fast. But as you tell, right off the rip, as soon as the fight started, he was immediately hard pressed, trying to get me near the fence. And that's kind of common when you see somebody online playing as a grappler. You kind of know to expect that. But when I say he was the real Demian MAIA, I mean that was his. You're gonna see throughout the fight that was his sole game plan, and that never wavered. That his need to get me near the fence to try to get a takedown, because he wasn't getting any open mat takedowns. His need to get me to the fence to get either a clinch takedown or a takedown with me pinned against the fence is going to become more and more present. That is his only method of success, and that's the way he's chosen to fight this fight, and he's going to do everything in his power to get to that point, as you can tell. So I'm just doing what I do. I'm maintaining space, looking for opportunity to land single individual shots, mostly straights, trying to look for some combos. You know, I always try to mix in like at least a jab, rear hook, because the jab doesn't have any stopping power. It won't prevent anything from hitting you. So you always have to bundle the jab with something else. It's a stamina risk, I know, especially if someone is defensive and they take the jab and then backpedal, or they take the jab and then throw a jab straight. They're going to win that trade pretty much almost all the time. So it's a very risky thing, but I am a firm believer of the jab being a very good guiding tool. Look at him. He only thing that happened there that screwed him over was he missed the takedown. He let go of the takedown transition because I guess he thought he had it. Then he immediately shot, and I had to pivot. But after I pivoted off the fence, I just went ahead and wash him up with a combo real quick. Just had send him with a little 1, 2, 3. And now he's hurt and still just kind of, you know, trying to clear the cobwebs. I'm keeping an eye on my stamina, but just pressuring people, that's another thing I want to say. Pressuring people after a rock or knockdown, do not ever do. I do it all the time, and it's so annoying because it's the only way you can think to get somebody out, but don't do it. The game is not built for you to finish people while they're moving. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who told you, oh, just do this combo in his hands. You give up way more stamina chasing them to do the combo on their hands, and you run so much more risk of taking any errant shot from them and getting rocked. I played enough fights today throwing simple combinations on their gloves, 1-1-2, 1-1, 1-3-2, and they'll just throw an errant uppercut at the end of that 1-3-2 with the 2 and 3 both landing, and I'll get rocked. So it's not worth your energy. It's not worth the effort. They move too fast. The block mini game is just too much. It requires you to do too many different things, and it requires you to expose yourself, because when they see their fuzzy guard coming up, when they see their head, not fuzzy guard, what am I talking about? When they cover their head, when they put their hands in front of their face and they cover up, they know that any hook or uppercut that comes out is going to get around that. So when they see that hand position go up, they're immediately going to do whatever defense gets them around the hook or the uppercut, or they're going to counter with whatever counters the hook or the uppercut. So you run a very, very dangerous risk of getting hit with something while trying to finish them, even though you should technically have the advantage because they're hurt and on the run, but they're faster. Their block mini game is it's geared towards the person moving away. So don't do it. But look, we're checking out Demian MAIA. He's actually trying to strike a little bit in this round because he had a bad showing in the last round. I was able to knock him down. He shoots for the takedown, pushes me from the black center lines all the way to the fence, fakes the takedown transition. I immediately have to stop that because it's Demian MAIA. I know what he wants. I stopped it, got my transition back to over under. I think he fakes a transition here. He's gonna, oh no, he actually went for the transition. He's gonna try to go for a takedown or something from this position. I'm not sure if I was able to stop this one or if this is one of the ones he was able to secure. Yeah, I denied that transition, immediately went for break, and he was still trying to get the transition back. And now I'm having to circle off the fence again. He didn't do anything to corral me in, so that's kind of a good thing. Because if he wanted to, he could have corralled me in as I was trying to circle around. He could have threw circular strikes like hooks or kicks and just kept me trapped in front of him so he could keep shooting for a takedown. It's kind of annoying, but that's kind of the way it goes. I mean, that's kind of fighting. It's kind of how it goes. Because everybody in the game's got pretty similar ability, so they can pretty much do all the same sorts of things as long as the player has the right set of sensibilities. But there he goes again, presses me all the way from the far line to the fence. I guess that's that new takedown that everybody was talking about from one of the patches. I don't know how to defend it, nor do I care. He gets this takedown though. He actually was able to fake one way, make me transition block the wrong way, and then go for the takedown. He gets it, but like I said, he's trying to DEMIAN MAIA me to the fullest extent. He's actually on the ground. He's kind of being really patient because I think he thinks that I'm gonna start like spamming transitions to get up, which ain't gonna happen, Chief. Not me. I'm not about to just start spamming transitions to try to get to my feet so you can somehow get the better of me. That just ain't it, Chief. Ain't it. So that never happens. He was looking for that, but that never happened. So I just continue to do what I'm doing. Continue to be who I need to be. I need to be on the outside. I need to be making him have to chase me, but I also need to be forcing us to stay within the black concentric lines. Like when somebody does this to you, if that's their strategy to just outright grapple you, don't let yourself get too far outside the concentric lines. There he forces me off with a teep kick. I tried to throw a kick, but he threw a teep kick through my kick, which pushed me and got me to the fence, so he was able to secure the takedown with pretty much relative ease. But I'm not going to just give him position that easily. This is a ranked gameplay. I'm still in Division 4 because I'm not about to commit the amount of time I need to commit to this game to actually move up in Division. It's not worth the time sink, so it's not going to happen. I'll make a video here and there for you guys, but I'm not about to commit an extreme amount of time to this game. It's not a worthy time sink. So when I do play, I play just for leisure. You know, I play just to get some fights in, land some punches, land some kicks, get some knockdowns. You know, the usual, man, the usual. When I finally pick it up, I ain't picking it up for no try hard sweat season. I'll pick it up just to kind of play around a little bit, have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? And then when it starts not getting fun, I turn it off immediately. Don't subject yourself to playing something that's not fun to you. If you realize you're not having fun, just turn the game off. And that's what that's something I do all the time. When I realize I'm not having fun anymore, I just turn it off. And, you know, so we're out here though. We out here moving around with this DEMIAN MAIA. He's mixing it up a little bit more, like, because he felt like he had some level of success in the second round. He was able to get 2 takedowns, so he's kind of like letting himself believe that he can strike with me now, because he's still eventually looking for the takedown. That never wavered throughout the entire gameplay. This entire fight, his approach never wavered, but he did try to vary it up and mix up the striking, which is why I said this guy might be the real DEMIAN MAIA, because DEMIAN MAIA does do that. He'll strike enough to force you past the concentric circles, and then look for the takedown, look for any way to pressure you and force you into grappling. And then when he grapples, he's kind of patient like a viper, looking for opportunities to make things happen. But I ain't give it to him. I went ahead and zapped him up with a combination, forced him on the outside. He got too comfortable, and I put them hands to him and put him down. But I had to, the whole entire fight, I had to continually remember to circle. At no point could I let myself forget that this guy's trying to pin me against the fence. If I don't circle, I'm gonna have to grapple as DEMIAN MAIA, and this might be the real one. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to get out of the way of that man. But until next time, to the Apex Gaming channel. Hope you're enjoying this video. Hope you watched it to the end. If you didn't, blah blah blah, whatever, you know, do your thing. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for anybody who watched and enjoyed. Peace. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Leave a comment if you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you want to talk about my views on the game or my views on the gameplay or anything you want to talk to me about. Just hit me in the comment section. I'll probably be down there. So see you soon. Peace.